Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I want to say thank you for stopping by for a visit today. I'm so happy when you stop by for a visit, and I just love to talk about crocheting. And I love that you love crocheting too, or you wouldn't be here. And so I just am thankful that I have some people to listen to me talk about crocheting. I hope you're all having a great day though. I tell you what, yesterday I said I was going to town with my son. He was going to take me to run some errands. We did not go. It rained and rained and rained, and I'm not talking just a little rain. It poured rain so hard. I mean, it really was just pouring rain. I hear that a lot of streets were flooded, like temporarily, but the streets were flooding because it was just raining so hard. Parking lots were flooding. Our yard looked like a lake. It was just a lot of rain, and it rained all day and into the night, actually. So we didn't go to town. Thought I was going to get to go run my errands, but I didn't. But it was a beautiful day to crochet. It was pouring down rain, raining its butt off out there, but it was a beautiful day to crochet. I can say that for sure. So today, I want to show y'all my shirt, especially Cinnamon Stitches, my Mickey and Minnie Mouse shirt. Jennifer loves Mickey and Minnie Mouse, so anyway, I thought of her whenever I put this shirt on. So today I wanted to share with you guys, I'm working on projects to enter into my fair, which will be here September the 30th, and I can enter my projects on October the 2nd. So in the process of finishing up some projects, I went through our little project book and wrote down a list of all the things that I want to make, or that I feel like crochet items can go into, or something like that, you know. I feel like that I can have an entry for, in other words. Because the book has so many listed there, and a lot of them I wouldn't have anything to put, so I just went through and wrote down the categories that I thought I would be able to enter something in. And so I'm kind of working in the Christmas craft section, and so I've done the stocking, I've done a doily, I have in my mind for a wreath. I haven't started it yet, but I did go ahead and do the Christmas ornaments, and you needed 3 ornaments. So here about maybe 2 weeks ago now, I did a little tutorial for some little bitty mugs. Remember that? I will leave a link below in the description box for the tutorial. And so as I was thinking about what I could do, I kind of looked at a few crochet Christmas ornaments, and I just kept coming back to these little mugs. And so I decided to do the mugs. I needed to do 3. Whatever I did, so that's what I did. I picked out this little green, and I did this little mug, so that's hot cocoa. And I know I could crochet a tiny little marshmallow and put in here, but I can't. I can't. I used a 3.75 hook on this. I can't go any lower than that. I'd have to do a 1 or something, maybe a 2. To do a little marshmallow, and that's just not going to happen. I can't do it. And so we're just going to know that that's a mug of hot cocoa with no marshmallows. It'll still be fine though, right? So anyway, here's my green one. All right, and so then I needed 3, so then I did a white one. And there's the little white one. And it turned out really cute. And then I did a red one. And I really like that. So here, all of them together. I don't know if I can hold them where you can see all the face. but I have a green, a white, and a red. And so I thought these would be cute little Christmas tree ornaments. That's what you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to do 3 of them. So here's my 3. And I guess they could be hung from the handle on a tree, or should I put, okay, they could be hung from that, or should I don't know if I should put a loop to hang it by, or would that look weird with the handle and a loop? I'm not sure. What do you guys suggest? A hook could just be put in it, like one of those little metal hooks. Now, I don't have any of those handy, and I probably won't before October the 2nd. I could take a paper clip maybe and shape it to make a hook, or I don't know if they really need a hook. I tell you what I could do. I could go ahead and get three paper clips and get Big Daddy to help me shape those into a hook for like a Christmas tree ornament. And I could take them with me, and then when I enter it, I could ask the lady, does it need a hook on it to show that it's a Christmas tree ornament, or is the project, itself okay? And then see what she suggests. I think that's what I'll do. That way, if she says, yeah, add the hook, I'll have it with me and I can add the hook. And if she says, no, the hook don't matter, then I'm just going to leave them as is. But anyway, that is my 3 little Christmas tree ornaments. There's other categories for like ceramic ornaments, painted ornaments, and stuff like that. But I just picked the generic Christmas tree ornaments, and because I knew I could crochet something for that, right? We can always crochet something to fit different categories that are not, asking for a certain item. But I had also made some of these little cups for Crystal at Chronically Crocheting to be a yarn fairy. So I think I made her maybe 3. Was it 3 or 4? I don't know. But anyway, I had made some for her. And I'll be sending those to her soon. And then that's why I just thought, well, I could make 3 red, white, and green for Christmas tree ornaments. So anyway, I'm excited about that, and that marks off another thing on my list that I have a project for. So I still got to work on the wreath, but I think I was going to finish the girl in the swing. I think I was going to finish that wreath before I started on the Christmas one, but I don't know. You never know what I'm going to do, honestly. I still have a table arrangement that I could come up with. I'm not sure about that yet. And then there's just a crocheted item that's Christmas theme. And then there's a Christmas decoration. And then any other Christmas. So I'll be searching for some patterns for those. And then there's the tree skirt. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Someone suggested Fiberflux. I believe Fiberflux has supposedly a quick tree skirt that works up quick. So I may take a peek at that. I haven't had a chance to yet because I was working on my mandala blanket and then the mugs. And, I'm trying to get these projects out. And so I'm going to look and see what or I don't even know who Fiberflux is. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry to say that. I'm going to look at Fiberflux and see what that tree skirt pattern is, and see if I think that I could work that up and get it done before October the 2nd. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. Like, I've got to finish this. The things I'm working on are just, for fun and relaxing, and I don't want to start projects that I know I'm not going to be able to finish for that. So I'm trying to just do little small projects that would fit into categories. But anyway, that is the Christmas section, and I have a lot more sections that I'm doing projects for. There's a whole section on like some house stuff. maybe, I think. The bedspreads and fancy handiwork, and yeah. Then there's a craft art section that has a lot of categories that I can enter stuff into. And then there's garment sections, and I'm not quite sure about some of those. I don't really have the adult wearables. I don't know of a quick adult wearable that I could do, fast. There's also there's an adult wearable, and then there's an adult sportswear. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what sportswear is in the crochet world. So I don't know that I'd be able to come up with something in those two categories that I could finish quickly. And then there's a whole knit section, so I would have to come up with an adult knitted project that I could do quickly, and a children's wear, which I have knitted a dress and entered into the last fair, a child's dress, but like I said, I just don't know if I have time to do all that this time. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling. I'm excited for the fair to come. I'm excited to go back and see the ladies who work for the Civitan Club. That's who puts on the craft fair area. And the ladies are so sweet. Ever since my boys were little, we would go and they would enter their projects, and they would always just, ooh and ah over everything my boys did, and help them place their stuff in different categories and all that, get it checked in, because you have to go through a process of checking in your stuff. And so they would always help them do that. And then, and we did that for, years, that we would go and enter things in the fair. And then one year I was in the hospital. The boys had their projects. They had been working hard on their projects all year, because that's what we did. And they had their projects all stacked up and ready to go. They did a lot of art projects and stuff like that, and photography and all that. And I was in the hospital, and so I was like, and Big Daddy worked on the weekends at that time. He worked Saturday and Sunday. And so I was like, well, I'm going to get him up there. So I called my brother and asked him, would he, go pick up the boys, which we live out of town. I mean, we're not in town. We're a good ways from where he was. I asked him, would he go pick up my boys and take them up to the Civic Center so they could enter their art projects and then take them back home. And I don't think he really wanted to, but he did. I remember him saying, but he had somewhere to be at a certain time. And so I was like, well, you'll probably be back. But when they got there, it did take a long time, and I felt really bad. Because Dakota told me, it took them a long time. My brother took them back home, and he never said anything else to me about it. But Dakota told me it took them a long time to do it. And Cody was like, my brother Cody, he was like, couldn't believe it took that long or whatever. But it does take a while to get everything checked in and do all that. And then he was, helping these two kids do it, which Dakota knew how to do it, but Elijah was younger. And so, anyway, I'll always be grateful that my brother did take them up there to check their stuff in. That was so nice of him to do that. And then later, my kids still entered in the fair in later years. And then I got so very sick and just was not able to do things that we had done in the previous years. And I was having finger surgeries left and right. Every few months I was having a finger amputated. And so we didn't enter a year. And my friend Shalita, hey Shalita, she took her kids up there to enter their stuff into the fair. And so the ladies were asking, where is Elijah? We haven't seen Elijah, and so she had to tell them, that I was sick and we just couldn't do it right now. So we did skip a few years there because of my health. And then because I did get really, really sick at one point. And then I, started getting a little better and got a little more stable in my life. And so then the boys started entering stuff again. And then I decided to start entering stuff. And so I had entered some artwork and some photography. And then we might have skipped another year because we just had other things going on, like our house had flooded. And again, the ladies were just like, and then Elijah started, they're both of them again, started entering stuff again. And then I started entering loom knitted projects. And so that was fun. So anyway, I'm just rambling about everything, aren't I? So they remember my boys, and so Elijah has always done really well at the fair. I mean, they both have, but Elijah would do all the little arts and crafts projects, and so he would rack up some money, because at our fair, they give ribbons for first, second, and third place. There's not a grand prize, or there's not like a blue ribbon or a purple ribbon or a grand prize or anything like that. It's just first, second, and third. But our fair, the Civitan Club, I don't know. I just don't know where this money comes from. I've never figured that part out. They just keep saying from the Civitan Club, but where does the Civitan Club get the money? But they pay out. Like if you get first place, you might get $10. Second place, you'll get like $8, and third place you would get $6. Now, different categories have different prices that they pay out, but some of them pay out $10, and then some of them for first place, and some of them pay out like $8 for first place, and then there's some categories pay out $6 for first, 10, 8, or 6 for first place, and then that goes down $2 for second place and third place. So anyways, when you go back at the end of the week and you pick up your, and this is at my fair, I don't know how your fair does it, but when you go back to pick up all your projects and your ribbon, and then you go up there to check out and turn your stuff in, you have to go through the page and check off that you have all these items, and then you go up there and turn it in and sign that you got all your stuff back. They give you a check. And so my boys always got really nice checks, and they would always buy them, like a project, buy them something that they had been wanting that was kind of pricey because they finally, had the money for it or whatever. And so I know one year Elijah bought a really nice camera, like a $400 camera. One year he bought a shotgun. Dakota would buy like a laptop. I mean, they would just buy like really nice things because they had just got paid this check. And instead of just piddling away and buying little junk toys or something, they always bought something, that took just about their whole check, if not all of it, plus a little savings. But they spent it, smartly, wisely, I guess, on their, something they wanted. So it became when we would go and turn in our projects, the little ladies that work up there, they would ask Elijah, what are you going to buy this year? Because he would always tell them, like when he got his check, what he was going to buy and stuff, and so the next year they would be like, what are you going to buy this year? Anyway, so now that I don't have kids really entering anything, Dakota had thought about entering some things, but then he told me the other day that he's not going to fool with it. And I said, well, hey, but will you still take me to put my stuff in? Because I really want Dakota to be the one to take me, because he will be the most helpful, and he knows the process, and he would be the most helpful in helping me get everything in there. And so he said he would. And anyway, so when I went this past time to enter some things, I can't remember, did Elijah enter anything or not? He might have, yeah. But when I went in, he wasn't with me at the moment, yeah. he was still getting stuff out of the car. And the ladies were like, where's Elijah? And he had grown up, and they just couldn't got over how big he had gotten and everything. So guys, I have just rambled and rambled and rambled. And you're probably like, oh my gosh, woman. I just love talking to you guys. And, you know, who else am I going to tell this stuff to? Phoebe don't care. So I'm going to let you all get going, and I hope you have a great day. It is actually raining here right now, so yeah. It has just rained and rained and rained. And another day of raining. So I hope the water does drain off pretty quickly and doesn't leave us just, you know, with lots of water everywhere. But I will see you all again in the next video. Have fun crocheting, and bye-bye, friends.